This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Fragonomics. Fragrance we're going to talk about today is by Riviera's de Cartier, which is called Luxuriance. Of course, we're going to do a deep dive and our first impressions into this fragrance as soon as we run the intro. Welcome back, and I want to thank you for dropping by my channel, and I hope to see you again in future episodes to come. If you find any value in the information offered, please consider subscribing to the channel and also hit the like button so that the algorithm will help push the video out and so that you won't miss any future episodes. Let's get to this one. Okay, Frederica says it's a unisex fragrance, and the main accords are aromatic, fresh, spicy, green, and woody. And it seems like Joma Shop sells this particular fragrance for $64.99, $65 fragrance, give or take. Of course, we don't mess around with Macy's for $139. We're not doing that. And it basically gets into Luxuriance by Cartier. Is an aromatic fragrance for men and women. Luxuriance was launched in 2021, and then it goes into the nose behind it. Now let's see what people got to say about it. They said basically it's clean and fresh, the unisex fragrance, sophisticated aroma, perfect for a luxury spa experience, relaxing and natural smelling, interesting and complex, and it stands out among spicy vanilla and amber scents. And it says the cons are, it says weakened performance, citric notes are overpowering other scents, and has a lemongrass scent. Not very interesting. Let's go ahead and get it sprayed. We're gonna find that out for ourselves. Now this particular fragrance was launched in 2021. So I heard about it, but I just hadn't had a chance to get to it. But what I like to do if I get a new scent or whatnot, something that I like to smell, that I want to check out, I want to share it with the channel. So that's what we're going to do right now. Let's get it opened up and see what we're working with here. Seems to be wrapped pretty tight in this plastic. There's a lot of glue on it. Let's go ahead and get it pulled back. Basically just a simple box. Let's get him opened up over the top. Nothing fancy. Spring him out. And this is what the bottle looks like. Has a little bit of a green tint to it. Got a little bit of heft to the glass bottle with the plastic top on it. And the cap seems to stick on pretty good. It's not magnetic. This is just a plain plastic cap. That's all that it is. But the scent is what we're worried about. So let's go ahead and get it sprayed and we can see what this thing is working with. All right, let's check the atomizer. Had to let it build up a little bit because this is a brand new bottle. It had never been sprayed before, at least not by me. So let me go ahead and let it air down a little bit. And let's see what we got going. Oh yeah, this is a nice fresh summer joint here. I like it. I like it a lot. Actually, it's a little different. Definitely a fresh here. I could definitely smell those herbal notes or whatnot. Geranium, I smelled that before. Like a reddish flower. Basically a flower scent. Doesn't smell like rose, but it definitely smells like a flower. I'm definitely picking that up also. This pistachio, it seems to be more in the back. I'm getting more of the herbal notes with the fern and geranium. It definitely smells green. Green and light with some type of flowery type of scent in the background, whatnot. This is interesting. It's something I haven't quite smelled before. I've heard other people talked about it and said it smells something like one of what's that, Louis Vuitton scents, Pacific Chill. To me, it smells nothing like that. This is totally different. This is a green, fresh, airy type of scent with a little pistachio in it to give it that sweetness, so to speak. I'm sorry, sound may have went down a little bit. But yeah, this is a green, airy scent. I can tell you right now. This right here begs for spring, summertime. It's definitely a freshie. Yep, this is like something I haven't quite smelled before also. But the herbal notes, geranium, rosemary, I think I know how that smells. I think I smelled it in some type of wine or something before. Not really picking that up, but I'm getting a lot of pistachio, a lot of the green fern, and a lot of the herbal notes. It's definitely got a really super fresh green citrusy type overtone that's coming off the top of this particular fragrance. It's definitely something that's a little bit unique. Now, we were looking at what people had to say about it. If I'm judging this particular scent, probably 4 or 5 hour type of scent, because it has some depth. It has something in the back of it that's giving it some kind of girth, some kind of thickness. Can't really put my finger on it. I can smell the oak a little bit, but the pistachio, those herbal notes, that greenness is what seems to be coming across the top. Yes, that's what I'm getting. Herbal green pistachio with some type of orangey, I'm sorry, not orange. This is more like a lemony type citrus that sits across the top. Now, as far as, like I said, the geranium or whatnot, it does have a flowery scent in the background, which must be the geranium or whatnot. But this particular one, I would say this one's probably a unisex one also. It leans pretty much right down the middle. This is probably more of a springtime summer scent. But just with the top end of that herbal thickness or whatnot, I would say we'll start with probably anywhere from 3 to 5 sprays to start with. This one, I think you could overspray if you don't be careful. I wouldn't put any more than 5. I would say 3 to 5 to start out. Give yourself a couple of minutes before you go into whatever venue you're going to, whatever event. Maybe you're going into grocery store. I don't think it's too bad in the grocery store. Something like an office or whatnot. I would give this probably 5 or 10 minutes to kind of, for the herbal notes to kind of back just a little bit. Because if you spray this and you just run right into place or whatnot, it has a thickness on the top. It's kind of heavy. It's not a super lightweight fragrance. It's definitely summer. It's definitely got that lemon setting over the top of this pistachio. And it's got that flowery smell like that fern, geranium type deal. All I know is a flower. I'm not as familiar with that, but that's what I'm getting from it. It smells like a green type of citrus pistachio fragrance. This particular one, I would probably give 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I would have to wear it and see how it performs. Once you start to perspire whatnot, I'm not for sure this is something new to me. This is not one I would say blind buy worthy. This one is more unique. This one has some depth to it. It has a lot more than what the notes are really saying that it has. But if you like something that smells green, light green, almost like a lemon peel like greenness behind it, with some type of floral going on in the back or whatnot, you'll probably like this. This is one I would definitely say sample though. This is different. This is not for everyone. I would say this could go either way depending on what your body chemistry is, because it has that geranium rosemary type of scent, gives it something different in the back, gives it a heaviness, a thickness that would probably interact different depending on what type of chemistry that particular person has that's wearing. So I got my bottle for about 60 bucks, give or take or whatnot. I think it was like $2 or $3 to ship it, give or take. And I would have to wear this in the summertime. I'll probably be bringing it back to the channel, even though it's a 2021 fragrance. I don't believe in just because it didn't come out this year as a scent that, you know, we shouldn't wear or whatnot. And every year we got to keep upgrading to the newest scent. I believe in us kind of narrowing down the scents that we like, the ones that actually go with our body chemistry, and we kind of take it from there. So I will be bringing this back to the channel at a later time once I put some wear on it and see what it's all about. But actually, coming off the strip, I would say 7.5 to 8. It's a green lemon peel pistachio type fragrance with an undertone of floral. That's the best way I can describe it. And with that, I'll see you at the next one.